These electronics are great when they're working, but when they are a pain in the absolute, whew, you know what, a big old butt. And that's the finish line. Good morning, West Tennessee. Gonna be a warm one today. Yesterday was pretty pleasant. So we're down here at the piggy barn. We got the water hose hooked up to my planter here. We're filling the old tank here up with water. No, we're not putting water in the trench with our beans. That is, we are adding weight to our toolbar is what we're doing. Friday when I was planting there, we're running quite a bit of downforce on our row units here. These airbags right here, which are deflated right now because I unhooked the planter, and when you unhook the planter you lose your air. But these airbags inflate and put pressure on this row unit, and that's what makes it take the ground, holds pressure down on the ground. And we're running more pressure than we run, a lot more pressure on soybeans because the ground's drier when we plant soybeans. And Friday we was lifting up on the toolbar. You can actually put enough force on all these units that it will pick this toolbar up. So we're adding some weight to this planter. We can add, and it's about full, we can add 1,200 pounds of weight, which is the equivalent, to 12 of these tractor weights. We got to do some spraying. The hog's getting a little stinky. Gonna unhook our water here. Guys, I apologize if I didn't do a lot of talking during wheat. I just wasn't in I wasn't in a bad mood, but this kind of didn't feel like talking. You know what I mean? You do 2 of these videos every week, and you kind of sound like you just, to yourself, it kind of sounds like you're just saying the same thing over and over and over again. Kind of gets redundant. So I just didn't say that. Try to get Robert to say more where I ain't got to say as much. So let's get on the tractor and planter and go to the field. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday, June the 20th, and we hope will be the last day of plant 2022. Oops, excuse me. Fix to plant this last 50 acres here in front of the shop. We're going to get a nice rain, hopefully. All of them are going to come up, and we'll be done planting for the year. Then we get ready to plant wheat, which I kind of knew is plant 2023. Just got to build load up and headed to the field. There's the first corn we planted. It don't look too bad. It just needs a drink of water. There's the last 50 right there. Oop. When we get down here, we gotta start spraying our pre-emerge on all of our double crops, and then we'll start spraying post-emerge right across the, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's the sweet corn patch. It's starting to tassel, and started to see a few ears put on. He's running up the road doing something. Him and his dog. To get y'all good shots. Had to run down here and get that shot for y'all. I'm too fat to be doing much running. Come on, Bruiser. Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? Let's get out of the road before we get run over. We're right out here in front of the shop planting. This is the biggest field we've got, 50 acres. I see people talking about 75 and 100 acre fields. Our biggest field is 50 acres. And that's some nice running. With the planter, every pass you make is 1 acre. Some long rows. Have very few like that. Well, we're out here in front of the shop, and that makes it nice because you don't have to go far if you need something. I was about to get something very critical. Had it in there chilling, getting it frosty. You getting you a drink, Bruiser? Need to fill up your bowl. I need to fill up your bowl. You want some fresh water? You ain't gonna be slobbering all over me, are you? Let's get some air going, dude. Oh, felt good, Bruiser. Feels good. Get all this stuff booted up. I know y'all seen it 100 times, but y'all can see it one more time. Y'all tell I'm in a lot better mood being that we're about done planting. There's really 2 days I look forward to planting and harvesting. The day we start and the day we finish. It don't hold the joy for me it once did. I mean, I still love it, but when I don't know, I don't know. It's different now. Once you've done it several years. I don't know how to describe it. So we're out here in the field. We've got in our straight rows here with the auto steer running. I had a plant. I planted 4 sets of end rows down that fence line. It goes at an angle and planted 4 sets of end rows up here across the woods. But I got this weight in this planter, and you see how those parallel arms, that's the arms that drive, that pull the unit along, how they're running level. When I was running Saturday, those parallel arms was running downward like that, which told me that it was lifting up on the toolbar. So that weight right there is holding that toolbar down and allowing me to put more weight on my row units. Just a little bouncy right here. Right there is where I worked them ditches in, or worked some ditches in. There's one there and one there. Like I said, I absolutely hate doing that, but in this wheat straw, it's about your best and only option. The thing that I've started using to fix washes that I like the most is using that big 14-foot box blade. You can angle it down in that blade and skim either side of it, and then you can start dragging the middle of it and have a 14-foot flat bottom ditch for that. You know, that water's got 14 foot to run down in instead of getting down in a little channel. Got a few wet spots out here. Well, they ain't wet no more, but they was wet. That's raising the weight. That's, you want to talk about an average killer on weight, right there it is. From just about from that big tears up to the road there, just about all averaged 100. That's some really good weight, but and even this weight right here was in the hundreds. But when you fell off in that flat, you got down into 60s, and that's just an average killer. But I hate to plant this flat and this hill separate.
The gap is slowly narrowing. We don't like a whole lot. And it's 23 acres. It's 1222. A couple more rounds for each of us and we'll be done.
Got something going on with my monitor going on every time. I guess it's chaff feeds after it's going bad. I don't know, it'll do good for a while and then you hit a damn bump and it'll say it ain't playing. And you look back there and the chains are turning. So you get out there and unplug it, turn it off and turn it back on, and it'll do alright for a while. Y'all get all that, that's what's wrong. It's aggravating. Main thing, if it gets getting too much trouble, no closer than we are to being done, I'll reach over and flip that darn monitor off and plant. I can look back there at the chains and check the boxes ever so many rounds. Now, if we still like that, like 300 acres of ground to plant, I'd look into it a little further. But that is one thing I like about these cameras, carrying these YouTube cameras around, was I stuck that camera back there on my motor and I was able to verify, and I watched that clip and I was able to verify that all the row unit chains was turning and my hydraulic motor was turning that drives my seed population. So I know it's planting. I can get out and behind it and dig until it's planted. I know it's that way. I know it's the monitor that is lying. But there's a shaft speed sensor on it, and every time it'll do good for a little while, and every time you hit a bump, it'll start going beep, 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 saying out of motion, meaning the planter ain't turning. These electronics are great when they're working, but when they are a pain in the absolute, you know what, a big old butt. That's why we try to follow the KISS method around here. If y'all ever heard of the KISS method, called keep it simple, stupid. I thought I wanted to add a bunch of stuff to my planter, but I've about decided it's just that much more stuff to go wrong. Just keep it simple. Right now, what I got, I really like and enjoy. I wouldn't want to go back to a mechanical transmission where you got to change sprockets to change population. I would like to add the hydraulic downforce to my planter. Now, as far as electric drives and stuff, I could care less about that. As long as I got my old hydraulic drive, I'm happy.
Play a game of chicken. Gonna see who wins, who moves first. Who's gonna hold out the longest? That was close.
Welcome back now, Steve. You had it.
And that's the finish line. Come here, little feller. Come here, little feller. This is difficult to run a drone and the thing and everything all at the same time.
Well, that is it for double crop soybeans for 2022. Now we just need a good 1-inch rain to get them up.